Let's talk about something big. That moment you start thinking about moving from a home you've known for years, maybe even decades. But we need to reframe this a little. This isn't really about an ending. It's about consciously, thoughtfully designing the next chapter of your life. So, where do we even begin? Let's figure that out together. Just start with this question. Seriously, what does your life actually look like without the constant yard work, the leaky faucets, the never-ending home upkeep? What would you do with all that extra time and energy? See, this isn't just about moving. It's about shifting your lifestyle to focus on what you really love. It's a pretty powerful place to start. But let's be honest, we have to acknowledge how heavy this feels. This quote here from a seniors real estate specialist, Stafford Mannion, it just hits the nail on the head. A house is never, ever just a house, is it? It's where you raised your family. It's a lifetime of memories packed into every room. And honoring those feelings, that's so important. This is a huge transition, and that deep attachment is completely 100% normal. And hey, if you or your family are starting to have this conversation, you are so far from alone. Just look at this number. 71 million. That's how many folks in the US will be over 65 by 2030. This is a journey millions of families are on right this very second, and every single story is unique. Okay, so let's get right into the challenges, because you can't solve a problem until you name it, right? And that feeling of being totally overwhelmed, it's real, it's valid, because this whole thing is so much more than just sticking a for sale sign in the front yard. The stress really feels like it's coming from two different places at once, kind of like two sides of the same coin. You've got the emotional weight, the memories, the fear that your world is getting smaller. And then, bam, you've got the physical weight of, well, a lifetime of stuff. Every single book, every photo, trying to decide what to keep, what to let go of. It's a massive challenge, both inside and out. And it goes way beyond just the belongings. There are these huge questions swirling around. How do I protect my financial assets, especially when the market is all over the place? What's our plan for future health needs? And, oh boy, how do you manage all the different opinions and concerns from family members who just want what's best? These are the really tricky parts where having a calm, experienced guide can be a game changer. But here's where it starts to get exciting, I promise, because with all these challenges comes an incredible world of new choices. Seriously, the options available today are nothing like they were a generation ago. It is not a one-size-fits-all world anymore. Let's dive in. All right, so option number one, and the one a lot of us dream of, is aging in place. Just staying put. It means you get to keep the comfort of your own home, your neighbors, your memories, but it usually means making a few smart modifications, like adding some grab bars or maybe a ramp, just to make sure those familiar surroundings stay safe and comfortable for the long haul. Then you've got 55-plus communities. Honestly, this is for anyone who's ready to trade in the lawnmower for more time on the golf course or with a good book. It's all about an active, independent lifestyle with people in the same chapter of life. Plus, all the outside maintenance, someone else's problem. It's a life with more fun and way less fixing. Now, assisted living is a really fantastic balance of independence and support. It's perfect for someone who loves their privacy but might appreciate a little help with things like cooking, driving, or managing medications. You get the help you need when you need it, and a whole social scene is waiting right outside your door. A continuing care retirement community, or CCRC for short, offers one of the most valuable things out there: peace of mind for the future. You can move into an independent living apartment on a beautiful campus, and if your needs change over time, you can transition to a higher level of care without ever having to move again. Your home base, your community, your friends, they all stay with you. And of course, there are nursing homes. They serve a very specific and very important role. This is for folks who need skilled, around-the-clock medical care and supervision because of more complex health needs. It's all about providing a high level of dedicated professional support. And check this out. The new ideas in this space are so cool. Models like the Greenhouse Project and senior co-housing are rethinking everything. Imagine having your own private home or apartment, but sharing a central building with your neighbors for meals, hobbies, and just hanging out. It's all about building a real, intentional community to make sure nobody feels isolated. Okay, deep breath. That was a lot of options, wasn't it? If you're feeling a little overwhelmed again, that is completely okay. Because the best part is, you are not supposed to figure this out by yourself. The whole key is finding the right guide to help you sort through it all. And listen, if you hear one thing today, let it be this:
The time to start looking at these options is before you're in a crisis. Trying to make a life-altering decision under pressure is just unbelievably stressful. A specialist can help you explore everything at your own pace so you can make choices with clarity instead of panic.
And I'm not talking about just any real estate agent. A seniors real estate specialist in SRES is totally different. It all starts with them just listening patiently to understand what you really need and what you're afraid of. From there, they're like a project manager for your life, connecting you with trusted experts, organizers, movers, financial planners. They're your guide through every step, both the practical and the emotional. So you see, when you have the right guide and you really understand your options, the whole conversation changes. It stops being about what you're losing or leaving behind, and it becomes about what you're actively creating for your future. It's time to start painting that picture. I just love this quote from Lakala Abrams. It's such a beautiful way to think about it. This isn't about retreat. It's about making a strategic move away from the pain of home maintenance, of worrying, maybe of being lonely, and moving toward a place of pleasure.
Just picture it for a second. What would you do if you weren't thinking about the roof or the yard? Would you spend more time with the grandkids? Travel? Pick up that old hobby you've been putting off for years? That's what this is really about. Creating a life with less of the have-tos and way more of the want-tos. So I'll leave you with this final thought. We've called this a transition, and it is. But a transition to what? What's the new adventure you want to start? It's your story. It's your chapter to write. Thanks so much for your time today.